I am going to sound so fucking crazy and delusional. And it's funny because I haven't said this to many people ever, and yet here I am just telling the fucking world. You know what, guys? I'm staying this crazy and delusional because it fucking works, and it's been blowing my mind every time it pops up. 2019, I was just starting a new job. I had been out of work and without a stable job for 2 years. I was in financial ruin. I was in debt up to my eyeballs. I had just ended a relationship. Everything was on me. And I was just starting this job making $19 an hour. On paper, I didn't make enough money to make my ends meet. My rent was $1,300 and I was making $900 every 2 weeks. I didn't make enough money on paper. But I was laying in bed one night because I was just so grateful to even have a job and money was coming in and it didn't matter to me and I was just laying in bed and I was just like, seeing numbers in my mind. Numbers, just numbers, and numbers changing and going up and going up. And it was like it brought me to my bank account. And for some reason, I had this crazy knowing. Like, guys, it's just numbers. Like, I can manipulate that with my mind. I can manipulate that with my mind to make it so that it works in my favor. I'm not fucking kidding you. Ever since 2019, that is what happens. On paper, I don't make enough money. And yet, all of my bills were covered and I was able to save money at times. We moved to this new house back in March. And I was terrified because we were doubling our rent. We went from an 850 square foot house to a 2,000 square foot house. So with that comes other expenses too, like heat and water I was gonna have to pay for. And I just remember thinking, can we even do this? Can we do this? We don't make enough money on paper. And it was this reminder of like, no, you're taken care of. Like, I'm not gonna present you this house and make it fail. Dude, not only are all of our bills paid, but there are times that we are even able to save money. I don't make enough on paper. The math doesn't math. So last night, we got some pretty interesting financial news where a couple of grand has to go out the door. And I panicked. I just quit my fucking corporate job, okay? I quit my corporate job 11 days ago. That was a little bit of a cushion for me. And I panicked. And my boyfriend said, Ashley, let's just see it through. See it through. Don't let this fear take over. We always have exactly what we need. And I'm laying in bed last night and I am just affirming myself and just going over, why did we start this? Why are we doing this? We are protected. We are provided for. Lean into that. The universe didn't give you this purpose to do for you to fail and for you to struggle. It might be difficult in the beginning just to remind you of what you're fucking doing. But dude, I checked my bank account this morning and again, it fucking happened. The math doesn't math. And if I were to go to a place of like lack right now and fear and scarcity and just like lose my fucking mind, my bank account reflects that. And when I come from this, I know I sound crazy, guys. This is why I don't tell people. But when I come from a very calm and very sure and very just like surrendered position, my bank account reflects that. I don't know. I'm just sharing some delusional shit so that I can get it out of my body and I don't have to carry around this delusional bullshit by myself, or somebody else can hear it and then you can be like, whoa, she's a nutso. And you'd be right. I love you guys.